in the building is back.
Ass everywhere. Bad bitches better get in place. Put that in his face for them, but don't let them.
This is where I'm gonna do it.
Is to get that cash, shake something, get that bad ballers like you know that.
I'm fighting a beautiful
Well, with that cash, ass everywhere. Bad bitches better get in place.
Hey everybody, what's up? I just want to share with you a little quick and easy yet delicious Sunday dinner for the summertime. Welcome back to my channel, and while you're at it, don't forget to like this video because I know this food is gonna look good. And as always, subscribe. Okay, so this is what we're having for this summer Sunday. We're gonna start off with a nice salad, and this is just some red leaf lettuce, and I'm gonna mix that with some baby spinach and baby kale mix that I got from Walmart. And I have a couple of nice plum tomatoes to add to it, and I'm gonna slice some of this red onion into it as well. Now everybody likes my baked beans, but sometimes we could use some of the ingredients I use in my homemade baked beans in a can of regular beans.
Girl, what's going on?
These are brown sugar hickory. They have no pork in it. I'm so glad I found some canned beans with no pork in it, because we're a no pork household and most of the baked beans in the can have pork in it. So see, keep this in mind, brown sugar hickory bush best. And I'm gonna throw in some corn on the cob, and I'm gonna show you how we make it nice and sweet. Now here's the star of our dinner. I know you don't believe it. I never eat frozen hamburger patties, but I found these. As a matter of fact, I heard someone on YouTube talk about them. It was people who do mukbangs. These are called Sam's Choice. I almost don't want to tell you because I don't want them to be gone every time I go to Walmart. Child, these taste like real Angus beef. They don't taste like those little regular hamburger patties that have the fillers and everything in it. These are banging. So I'm gonna throw together some of these, and we're gonna have them on brioche buns. I found these brioche buns in Walmart as well. These were $3.99 for 6 in a pack, and they have the whole grain. And they also have the regular ones. So stay tuned. Okay, so I'm gonna start off with a shallow pan, and we're gonna do the beans first. And I know that pan looks rusty dusty, but I have to tell you something. The oldest pans are seasoned so greatly that they make the best food. So I'm just gonna pour this can of beans in there. And I'm just gonna add a little bit of ground cinnamon, just about 1/4 teaspoon. I'm gonna add 1/4 cup of sugar. I might add a little less. I'm just gonna play it by eye. Okay, so that's all the sugar. I'm gonna add a little less than 1/4 cup. A shake of garlic powder. A little shake of black pepper. A little tiny shake of Lori seasoned salt, but you could use regular salt if you want. And I'm going to use a 1/2 capful of vanilla. And we're just going to set that on fire. We're going to turn it to medium low. And we're going to let it simmer and then stir it. And I'm going to put about 1/3 teaspoon of this Dijon mustard. Now you can see that the beans have started bubbling, so we're just going to stir all the ingredients together. And we're gonna turn the heat down some and just let it simmer on a very low heat. Next, we're gonna get to our corn on the cob, and I'm gonna show you how to make your corn very sweet without adding a lot of sugar. We're gonna add a little bit of sugar, but not a lot. Okay, so now I have gotten my pot for my corn, and I put it about, I would say 2/5 of the way up with water. Now what I'm gonna do now is I'm just gonna take about 1/8 of a cup of sugar and throw that in there. And once again, I'm not even using the whole thing. And I'm gonna take some sea salt and just grind a little drop of sea salt in there. Now what I'm gonna show you now is what actually makes your corn sweet. And I know a lot of you have not heard of it, but regular milk. It's just regular milk. Although I have 1% low fat. Actually, I'm gonna try with the half and half. That milk was a little old, and I really like super fresh ingredients. So I'm gonna use a little bit of that half and half. And what that's gonna do is it's gonna extract all of the natural sweetness out of the corn. And yeah, I did put a little sugar in it. So we're just gonna have really nice, juicy, super sweet corn. So you see my corn was already shucked and I washed it off really good. And now I'm just gonna break it in half and put it into the pot. You don't have to boil your water first. Just put it down into the water like that, and you put it on a medium heat. And just put a lid on it. And let it, once it starts boiling, let it boil for about 10 minutes on a medium to medium low heat. It looks like the beans are almost ready. So I'm gonna give it a little stir. And I'm gonna let it simmer for about 5 more minutes. Yum, 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 look at the beans. Okay, so I'm gonna give it one final stir. And then I'm gonna turn the fire off and I'm just gonna put a lid on it until everything else is ready. But because this is such a fast dinner, it'll still be hot. Time to make the salad.
Make something happen to salad that never happened before.
And it's time to check out the corn. Woo-hoo! Look at that corn. Yummy, yummy, yummy. That looks so good. It's nothing like fresh corn in the warm weather. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put this back on. We're gonna turn the heat down to really low to keep that corn hot. But don't keep that fire on for more than 5 more minutes. It's not gonna really be cooking because I'm turning this so low, but it's gonna just keep it warm. Okay, so here comes, last but not least, the star attraction of our easy, hot summer Sunday dinner. So I'm just gonna take a little drop of olive oil. Oh, I already heated the pan up on the medium-low heat. And I'm going to put just a little drop of olive oil to make sure nothing sticks. You could use whatever oil you like or whatever oil you have. And I'm just going to coat the pan with it. I'm going to just take a patty and lay it in the pan. Lay it in the pan. Lay it in the pan. In the pan. I'm going to take some Lori seasoned salt and sprinkle a little on top. Some pepper, ground black pepper. A little garlic powder. And then I'm going to take some of this Worcestershire sauce. It's not Lee & Perrins, but this is the next best thing. It's much more economical and it tastes almost as good. And I'm just going to pour some of this on top of the meat. I'm going to have the oven in the one. Now you might say, what in the world is she doing? Putting the seasoning on that one side after she put it in the pan. You'll see. Ladies and gents, I could not get the label off the top of the new Worcestershire sauce. And when I did, it splashed all over me. So I left this on this side way longer than I intended to. But it'll be okay. Just know as soon as you put the seasoning on to turn it over. So we're going to continue to put the seasoning on and then we're going to turn it over. So I'm going to turn it over. We're not finished cooking it on that first side. Keep that in mind. And once we turn it over, we're going to season this side. But we're going to turn it back over again. We're going to just let it cook on that side until it's to our desired doneness because some people like their hamburgers well done, some like it medium rare, some like it medium. We generally like it medium and my son likes it well done. Okay, so now that you see some of the little red juice coming out the top, it's time to turn them over. And let it cook on the other side to your desired wellness, which for us will be medium. Okay, so now we're going to add cheese because, of course, everyone loves cheese on their hamburgers.
Man, I got these cheeseburgers, man.
So I'm going to add a slice of cheese to each one. And the way I do it so that it doesn't get the pan all messy is I rip them in half and try to fit it over the hamburger. Just move some of the fat away from the burger. So now I'm going to cover that with a lid. So I put that kind of lid on so the lid will not touch the cheese. And now I'm going to put my brioche buns in the toaster oven to let them warm up a little bit. And dinner will be served. So the dinner is finished. There we go. I hope you enjoyed this video. And I know the food is going to taste slamming. Thanks for watching, y'all. See you next time.
I'm a superstar, smoke is allowed. Big old cigar in the crowd, pouring malt liquor in everybody cup. Hit you down with Afro Man, what's up? Before the fame, before the wealth, I used to get drunk out by myself, but now I got folks